Hey guys, it's Coffee. Welcome back to The Blind Griffin. So, last time we took up the job at The Blind Griffin and found out we might be a magician. So, we have to study for our magic exam, and I guess the other characters might train us or something. So, that sounds really cool, and I love the colorful cast of characters and the music, and just the settings are, the art is really pretty. So I'm excited to see where the story takes us. So yeah, anyway, let's continue on to our next day. After I woke up the next morning, I went upstairs to the speakeasy. The boys were nowhere to be seen, but Vivi and Marie were sitting at the bar talking. Oh, good morning, Coffee. Did you sleep well? I did alright, thanks. You've got bags under your eyes. Found me out, did you? It's normal to be nervous. I know I was before I took my exam. So, I was wondering about this last night, but all of you are magicians, right? Oh, that's right. We also found that this was a hideout for magicians. I guess that's what I'm thinking. I asked yesterday, but it hadn't really sunk in. You got it. All 5 of us. Soon to be 6. Did you all get here the same way I did? Well, sort of. Gio and I were trained by the same mentor. After I came to own this building, I made it the headquarters of our coven. My mentors left town, see? So someone had to fill in the gap. Alexei trained and took his exam in Russia before he came to America. I did the same in New York. Emmy's really the only one who found his place the same way you did. Giovanni mentored him. That was a ways back. So, with 5 of you here, who's gonna be my mentor? Well, I'd love to teach you, but I don't think I'm far enough along yet. I take singing a lot more seriously than magic, so I'm not much of an expert. What about you, Marie? I'm afraid I'm not the teaching sort. The type of magic I specialize in can't really be taught. Couldn't you just teach outside your specialization? Specialization? Oh, silly me, going on and on when you're still a newbie. There's 5 basic types of magic. Fire, water, earth, air, and light or dark. All magicians can use any of them, but we usually have one type we like best. That's our specialization. Mine's air, you see. She sang a few bars and I felt the room heat up. I can change the chemicals in the air or make the air hotter or colder. That sort of thing. By singing. Oh, I don't have to sing, I just like it, but I still have lots to work on. That sounds really cool, actually. Wow. What's your specialization, Marie? She just laughed softly instead of answering. Well, I wonder what it is. Don't be such a tease, Marie. A gal's entitled to her secrets, isn't she? That's true. Vivi shook her head. Anyhow, you've got to choose a mentor out of those guys. And they're fine with that? We all talked about it last night after you went to bed. Any one of them will be happy to take you on. Giovanni's probably the best choice. He's nice, smart, and he's the best magician out of all of us. The real cat's pajamas. He's very laid back, though. You might have to push him if you want to learn more. Alexei, on the other hand, is a very hard-working man. He studied magic very closely and understands it on a real technical level. But he's pretty serious too, so watch out. Emmy, well, you know him. A real firecracker. He talks big, but he's got a big heart too. Emilio's quite talented. If you can get along with him, I'm sure he'd be a good mentor. The men all had their good and bad points for sure. It wasn't going to be an easy choice. How long do I have before the exam? I got a message from the council this morning. They work fast. Your exam's going to be on February 5th, so you've got a few months. That seems like a real short time to be learning something like this. You don't have to be a master magician by then. You just have to show them that you know what you're doing and you won't make a mess of things. The Council don't want magicians doing anything evil. Magic should be used for good. Yeah, I guess I could understand that. I could hear a low chattering sound from nearby. Oh, sounds like they're back. They had to pick up the new shipment of booze from the harbor. Well, there's no time like the present. Who's gonna be your mentor? Oh, shit. I didn't realize the choice was gonna come so quickly. Man, I was really hoping that the women would be choices too. Okay, well, if it isn't obvious by now, I'm in love with Giovanni. I guess I just really like his character design, and I like that, oh no, Emilio's an asshole, and Alexei's kind of cold. I guess I just like men with more warm smiles, so I'm definitely picking Giovanni. So after weighing all my options, I decided to go with Giovanni. Gio, huh? Well, you've made a good choice. Yeah, I'm sure he'll do a great job teaching you. He seemed like the safest choice to me, too. He'd been nothing but nice to me since I came. Also very true. Before I could say anything else, the three men came over. Up already? You must have been itching to get started. Oh, he's so handsome. I'm not interested in being dead weight. Gio, she picked you as her mentor. Really? Hope you haven't lost your touch, old man. Hey, I'm not an old man just yet. Is that any way to talk to your old teacher? Are you sure you wish to have someone this undependable as your mentor? Don't you start with the jokes too, Alex? I got the feeling that Alexei wasn't joking, though. Anyhow, I've made my choice and I'm sticking with it. Well, I hope I can do okay the second time around as mentor. How much have you heard about me? Not much. Just that you mentored Emilio before and you're a musician? That's right. I like guys that are into making music. That's right. You didn't get to see him perform last night. Nope, went to bed early, remember? Oh, you missed out. Me and Vivi make a great duo. What's your specialization, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, this. He waved his hand around and the ground shook a little. Oh, I'm assuming he's Earth? Hey, Gio, please don't start an earthquake here. Don't worry. I got it all under control. The ground stopped shaking completely after that. So, Earth. Got it in one. The ground, rocks, metal, that's what I'm best at. He seemed like a real big brother type. Supportive, you know? So it made sense to me that he'd like earth magic. Yeah, I guess grounded, I suppose. I nodded. Now I guess it's up to me to help you figure out what you're best at. Glad to be working with you, doll. Giovanni held out his hand to me and I shook it. Likewise. Please make sure you do your job properly, alright, Gio? You're expecting too much, Marie. Oh, and now it's already... Okay, so now it's Tuesday, December 8th, okay. So I started learning magic from Giovanni. We started with the basics. Giovanni was with me every step of the way, so it wasn't as scary as I thought it would be. Or, so I thought. But if that was true, then this wouldn't have happened. Oh, and now it's the moment from the beginning. I flinch when the glass jar explodes, but suddenly there's a wall in front of me. Is this... metal? I remember Giovanni saying his specialty is earth. The wall shields me from harm. Once the dust settles, I hear Giovanni exhale and the wall disappears. I look over to where he's standing. Is it just me, or are his hands shaking? What should I say? Well, if his hands are shaking and he looks pretty scared, so I'm gonna ask him if he's okay. You alright? Huh? I'm fine, doll. Why do you ask? Your hands are shaking. Giovanni puts his hands behind his back. Oh, just worried about you, that's all. Enough about me. Are you alright? Yeah, your wall blocked everything. I didn't get a scratch on me. That's good, but be careful next time, huh? I'll try. What happened? I don't know. I thought I had everything right, but it just exploded. What are you trying to do? Earth magic. I wanted to make a rock appear in the jar. It's pretty hard to use magic where you create things, you know? I don't think you're at that level yet. For now, focus on changing things or fixing things. That's no fun! I know it's not, but after you master all this not-so-fun stuff, you'll be able to move on. Will I be able to make a metal wall just like you did? It depends on if you work hard or not. That's a real mentor-like answer. I am your mentor, you know? He laughs, and I get back to studying magic. I was worried about how all this would go, but I think I'll be able to learn a whole lot from him. I can't wait to get stronger, though. Okay, December 11th, 1925. It's been a few days, and today everyone's sitting around the speakeasy in the afternoon. While teaching me magic, Giovanni's also been helping me train as a bartender. He's been a great help. There's been a lot to learn, but it hasn't been as bad as I thought it would be. Coffee's completely taken my place as bartender. You're doing great, doll. Thanks. But business is still too slow. As I said before, it was naive to think that things would instantly improve upon hiring a new bartender. We have got to advertise, reach out to new customers. Our moonshine's the best around. If only more people would come, that would win them over. How do you know our booze is the best? What other joint's got magicians working on the brew? Alexei does great work. You won't win any favors flattering me, you know. Oh, don't give me that icy mitt like that. Oh, icy mitt? Rejection. Interesting. Okay. To give or throw some of the icy mitt is to reject them. Cool. I've noticed these two don't always get along. I wonder why. Seems like Giovanni likes Alexei, though. I mean, I'm sure they respect each other. It's a swell idea and all, wanting to advertise, but how? And what are we advertising? A lot of restaurants are serving booze nowadays, but maybe we should start selling food. We don't have enough manpower or budget for that. Everyone sighs. I mean, he's right though. This is the catch about this job I was worried about. Well, aside from the whole, if I don't pass this exam I'll lose my memory bit. I landed a decent paying job, alright, but it turns out the place might go out of business if we don't do something quick. Figures. When I look around at everyone, though, I get an idea. How about we play up the music stuff? What do you mean? That's true, live music is a good way to attract people. Well, the way I see it, Giovanni and Vivi are pretty nifty musicians, right? So, what if you focus on that? Draw in the crowd by saying we've got real hoppin' music. That might work. The only thing people in this country like better than alcohol is jazz. Copacetic. We could spread rumors about that the Blind Griffin's jazz is the cat's meow. And once they're here, the booze will have them hooked. Now you're talking. Everyone gets excited about talking about their plans. Marie, Alexei, and Emilio leave to spread those rumors around town. Giovanni and Vivi start rehearsing to get up to snuff. Me, I get back behind the counter and practice mixing drinks some more. Practice makes perfect, right? A couple hours later, though, I'm pretty tired of it. I look over at the stage. Giovanni and Vivi are practicing something. I cup my hands around my mouth and shout so they can hear me. Hey, can I come over and watch? Sure, the more the merrier. I leave from behind the counter and walk up to them. If we're gonna be what people come here to listen to, we've gotta be the best. No, the best of the best. I already think you're the bee's knees, Vivi. And I mean it. I've been listening to her croon her heart out every night. I like what I hear, and that's a fact. But I guess I don't know much about music, so I don't know if that's worth anything. I mean, then again, she does have a literal magic voice, so I'm sure her voice is beautiful. Thanks, Coffee. That makes me feel like $1,000,000. She's right. We've just gotta polish ourselves to perfection. Your violin playing's already perfect, Gio. Ooh, he's a violin player. Nice. I can play the sax, too. You think that'll help bring me more customers? Wow. Well... She glances over at me, looking like she wants my help. I haven't been there that long, but even I know Giovanni's saxophone playing ain't that great. Oh no. If he plays that for customers, they're gonna head for the hills. I think you should stick to violin. What? Really? I don't want to hurt his feelings or anything. I mean, you're pretty good at the sax, but violin's your bread and butter. What's that one song you're always playing to warm up? This? It's a piece by Bach. KJ, right? I never get tired of listening to this. Vivi and I just sit there and listen to Giovanni play for a while. He's very talented. I can't imagine being able to ever play something like this by myself. It sounds so complicated. And on top of that, Giovanni's a great magician too. I don't know much about music, but even I think this is, well, copacetic. It's as he's living in a world of light. That world of light's too hard to reach for normal folks like me. This is different from what you usually play when the bar opens, ain't it? I can tell that much. Most of our customers don't want to listen to this boring classical stuff. Why not? It's beautiful. They might. You ought to take a chance and give it a try. Yeah, Gio. If me and Coffee like listening to it, I'm sure other people will too. Good music is good music. I suppose trying it out won't hurt. He closes his eyes and gets deep into the melody. Vivi taps her toes along to the beat. Watching him, I've got an idea. I shouldn't give up on making it to the world of light that he and Vivi live in. Ain't I also a magician? I've learned a little about every element, but in the end, I think light and dark are just more comfortable to me. If I want to reach out and touch that world of light where his level of talent is, I've got to try my best. I'm gonna try my hand at light magic. Deciding that inside my heart, I completely relax too, and just listen to Giovanni's playing. Alright, Wednesday, December 16th. It's a quiet day in the research room. Sometimes it's nice being here instead of the lab. Books don't blow up as much as the beakers. I don't know where the older trio went off to, but me, Vivi, and Emilio are all in here. Emmy, which sounds better? This? She sings a few bars of music. Or this? She sings another few bars of music. I can't tell the difference, but Emilio has a serious look on his face, so maybe he can. Oh, is he also a musician? I think the second one? Wait, what are you trying to do? I want a melody that jogs people's memories. I want them to hear it and think back to the good times, you know? Sounds complicated. Maybe it has to be longer? Sing it again, and I'll think about it. Those two sure get along well. How long have you two known each other anyhow? Huh? I heard Giovanni mentored you a couple years ago, but how long's everyone been here? Well, let's see. Marie's almost 30, I think. Really? Oh, don't tell her I told you that. But she's been running this place almost 10 years. Gio's been here with her since then. As for Alexei, Emmy, do you know more about him? I wasn't around back then, see? I only came here from New York 2 years ago. I was 18 then. Oh. For some reason I had the impression that she was much older. So she's 20. She's like my age, wow. So she's 20 now. I had her pegged for even younger. Oh well, not me. Oops. That makes me wonder, also how old are we? I don't remember if we ever mentioned that. About Alex? Yeah, he's been around 5 years, I reckon. He came stateside when he was 19, he said, after the Tsar and his family got killed. Oh, that's sad. Okay, so that means that he's 25? Or 24? Was he already here when you got here? Nah, I was here first. Been here 8 whole years. Started learning magic from Gio when I was 11. So, 19 and 20, huh? No wonder you two get along, being so close in age. How old are you, Coffee? We never asked. There isn't no way you're a day over 16. You could say you're 14, I'd try to believe you. And I'd believe you. I can't help frowning. Do I really look that much like a kid? I turned 22 a couple months ago. See? Just like I thought. Wait, what? You're really 22? Tell it to Sweeney. I get that a lot. Chinese folks age slow, I guess. There ain't no way you're 22. If it's true, then tell me something that happened in 1910. I was only 6. Great excuse that is. Damn, I hate losing arguments with this guy. I think hard. Oh, there was a huge fire in the forests. Went as far as Washington and Montana. Gosh, you weren't there, were you? Nah, but my family was in Oregon back then. I think my parents were worried about the fire spreading to our state. Everyone was on edge and kept talking about it. You could have looked that up or read about it later. Oh, shut up. Do I really look like someone who reads the paper? And we can't even read either. Vivi laughs. It's true, you look more like someone who would be selling papers. But you all get a good laugh out of that. I feel like I'm getting to be pretty good friends with Vivi and Emilio. Well, that's good. Maybe Emilio's not so much of an asshole as we thought. Alright, wow, time is passing by quickly. December 24th. Is everything ready for tonight? I think so. The Blind Griffin's expecting a big crowd for Christmas Eve. A lot of people are supposed to be coming tonight. It would seem that our methods for attracting new customers have worked. Getting people to come isn't the problem. It's getting them to come back, and often, right? You have a point there. I'm sure it'll be fine. We've all got to think positive. Thinking positive will not take you out of the red financially, Marie. Hey, paying off the cops isn't cheap, you know? It's not my fault. if you do not mind me asking, how many new dresses have you bought this month, Marie? Marie makes us sound like a fish that's been pulled out of water. You know, I know that Alexei's supposed to be this stick-in-the-mud, like, super cold character, but, like, he's actually not as much of a dick as I thought he'd be. Like, he actually has a point. Anyway. Anyhow, I've been practicing my light magic loads, so maybe I can help out with more than just bartending tonight. Giovanni comes up to the bar while I'm polishing glasses. You sure you don't need my help tonight, doll? There's gonna be a lot of people. I shake my head. You've got a lot to do, Mr. Master Violinist. Me and Amelia will manage somehow. If you say so, I'll leave it to you then. A few hours later, the crowd starts coming in. I leave 2 spots at the bar open. Huh? Why isn't anyone sitting here? I'm pretty sure Mr. Yamada and Mrs. Grierson will be here tonight. Oh yeah, I guess they come almost every night, huh? Well, if you're not here by 5, you better... If they're not here by 9, you better let other people sit here. Or else the scary one's gonna have a word with you. Does Alexei know you call him that? Who said anything about Alex? You said his name, not me. So, that means you think he's scary too. That makes you my accomplice. So, better help me keep that nickname secret, Bearcat. I shake my head and sigh, but Amelia just laughs and walks off. Sure enough, Mr. Yamada comes in and sits down before the hour is up. Oh, look at the doggy, though. It's cute. There's so many people here tonight. Is there some kind of party going on for your coffee? No, we just started advertising more. Business sure picked up after you started working here. It's got nothing to do with that, trust me. What's got nothing to do with you, dear? Oh, Mrs. Grierson, good evening. She sits down next to Mr. Yamada and his dog, Arrow. The 3 of them are the Blind Griffin's only regulars. I don't know how they wandered into a place like this. They ain't magicians or anything. Ooh, or they might be. Do you think they're like secret magicians? That'd be cool. But Marie told me they'd been coming here for years. Anyhow, they're the only company I get most nights, so I try to be extra nice to them. We were just talking about how busy the place is tonight, old bat. Oh, what an interesting conversation topic, old hound. You two sure get along well. You've even got special nicknames. I'm glad to still have a sharp sparring partner in my old age. She pets Arrow's head and fishes a dog treat out of her pocket to give to him. Arf! Oh. Don't spoil my dog. He won't eat dinner if you feed him now. You're being too dramatic, old hound. What'll you two have tonight? Whiskey. Sherry and gin, please. Coffee. Coming right up. Yeah, the dialogue's getting a little confusing because I've named myself Coffee. Oops. After I take care of Mr. Yamada and Mrs. Grierson, I work on mixing drinks for the other customers. Giovanni and Vivi are on stage getting warmed up. I didn't hear they'd be having a Negro singer. Uh-oh. I look up from the counter. Is it even legal for her to perform? Oh no. We're sitting in a speakeasy, you know. Huh, you've got a point. But what if she starts singing some weird voodoo stuff? I was really hoping this wouldn't be a problem. Typical. I guess a bar like the Blind Griffin's bound to be strange to folks. I've gotten a weird look or two for being Chinese. And looking like a kid. But Vivi'll be fine. I know it. Well, I don't. I was hoping this was some alternate universe where racism didn't really exist, but... She and Giovanni finally get up on stage. Now I know a lot of you folks have heard about our amazing songstress Vivian and our master musician Giovanni. But I suppose that isn't much of a jazz band, so we've brought in some volunteers too. She gestures to her left and there's Lexi, sitting on a little piano squish next to the stage. Huh. I didn't know he could play. Me neither. He didn't look too happy about it, though. Without any further ado, here's Vivian singing All My Love for You. Oh, they both look so cute! Like, Vivian's dress and, like, just her outfit is so pretty. I'm like, oh, they're cute. Giovanni starts a slow violin solo that turns into a peppy fiddle tune. Then, when Vivi starts singing, everyone else stops talking. She's a regular songbird. What does it matter really if she's a Negro? It's all the same once her voice gets on a record. True enough, true enough. Her magic doesn't hurt either. By the end of the night, I bet half the room will be in love with her. After 2 songs, everyone's got their eyes on the stage. Now that nobody's looking at what I'm doing, maybe I can help. Oh no, I don't think this is a good idea. I raise my hands up and focus on the light in the room. I think about it glowing, sparkling. Oh, did we fuck up? The lights flicker and the whole room starts to glow with a beautiful light. It makes Vivi dazzle even more, and she sings her heart out. Wow, how are they doing that? It must be some kind of special light bulbs. Just a little bit more. Oh no. But then, all of a sudden I hear people screaming. What's happened? I can't see. Huh? What are they talking about? Giovanni leaps off the stage. Everyone calm down. Calm down now, it's just a little power outage. Emilio, why don't you go and check on the breaker? He leans over and whispers something to Emilio, who nods. You got it, Gio. Emilio runs behind the counter and stays there, glowering at me. Oh, I think they know. What are they going on about? I can see just fine. Everyone just stay calm and close your eyes. It'll be brighter once the lights come back on. I guess the lights used up too much electricity. Giovanni walks over to me. He looks stiff somehow. Doll, don't panic now, but you need to help everyone. Why would I panic? And how am I supposed to help? What's going on? Look, you were messing with the lights, weren't you? Yeah. Well, yeah. You know how they're all talking about how they can't see? It's because you've taken the lights from people's eyes. They're blind now. Oh shit! Are you serious? My blood runs cold. Giovanni holds me by the shoulders. Oh god, that's terrifying. Shh, it's okay. You can help them. Just focus and fix this. I nod and try to imagine the lights going back to normal. No more glowing or sparkling. Okay, now open your eyes, everyone. Sighs of relief are heard all around. Giovanni and Marie go help take care of the customers. But the night goes on without a hitch after that. But I can't help feeling disappointed in myself for screwing that up. Sometime after midnight, the customers have all left. I'm sitting at the counter, tidying up and polishing the glasses as usual. Suddenly, someone comes up to the counter and slams their hands down on it. I look up and I'm surprised to see Giovanni standing there. I knew this was coming. Do you realize what you did tonight? I'm sorry. He's shaking. I've never seen him look angry like this before. Did you think things through before using your magic? Well, no, I'm sorry. I don't have an excuse. I wasn't thinking. I just wanted to help. Your actions could have cost an entire room of people their sight. For good. I fixed things, didn't I? They're all fine. Maybe you just got lucky this time. You shouldn't be using magic that you don't fully understand. I know I was pushing things too much, I was being reckless, but I don't know why he's this mad. Am I so dumb that I don't feel any danger, or... I don't know what to say, so I just stare at the ground and say nothing. Giovanni sighs. You've got a lot of potential, Coffee. I haven't been your mentor for long, but I can see how much power you've got. But you know, sometimes that'll do you more bad than good. Think it over, will you? He walks away before I can say anything else. His scolding makes me feel more than just disappointed. I feel ashamed. And now it's the 25th. Okay, so I think I'm gonna call this here. I didn't expect this to get so dark so fast. Like, when the whole magic storyline was introduced, I was excited, because I thought this would be, like, really, like, on a lighthearted and fun, but, like, just the amount of power a magician has in this universe is pretty terrifying. Maybe this game will only get darker from here, who knows? Yeah, I'm excited to see, like, what direction this takes. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.